fools. I don't make way for fools. Now this small man, the thin man, understood his weakness. He just put one step aside and said, I do, please go. Accept your responsibility. You cannot fight against him. But when you know your weakness, use your smartness. The smartness is a weapon. The intelligence is a weapon. Like in American Senate, there was a big debate going on for 1 week. The Speaker of the American Senate said, enough is enough. You have to come to the conclusion. We cannot allow one issue to go on for 6 days. For nothing, there are so many other important bills pending. There was another big senator. He said, I will eat you if you don't come to consensus with me. The small fellow, another senator from another state, he said, that's fine, my friend. If you start eating me today, from tomorrow, you will have more brains in your stomach than in your head. I will enter into you. So personal responsibility has to be taken by each one of you. It's not blaming others, blaming X, Y, Z for other things. You have put your hand into fire unknowingly. Second time you don't do that. Your mother need not come and tell you. That is the situation today. Boys and girls putting their hands into unknown territory. You are pricking, you are biting yourself. Assertiveness is different from aggressiveness. Aggressiveness is a negative emotion. What I put it as, bad ego and true ego. In other words, it is called Kachami and Pakami in Bengali. Beautiful. Kachami is unripe mango. Pakami is a ripe mango. Both are growing in the tree. But be patient. Assert your dignity. When Vivekananda was traveling by train somewhere in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, a few areas only there were trains facilitated at the time. Then there were 2 Englishmen, 2 sailors. They were also in the compartment. They thought that Vivekananda doesn't know English. He was looking like a beggar, wearing a garuva and chadar-like thing, bearded man with a danda, etc. They started abusing him in the most bad language and begging. In English they were abusing. Swamiji was cool as a cucumber. He knew where to utilize his assertiveness and emotions. He just did not bother. He was deep within himself. A station came. A station master was going in the compartment. Coolly said, sir, where can I get a good glass of drinking water? Vivekananda asked in English, deliberately. The moment those fellows understood that Vivekananda knew English, they shut their mouth. Train started moving again. Now one of them got little courage and said, Swami, when we were criticizing you, why did you not protest? Cool as a cucumber. Swami Vivekananda said, this is not the first time that I have met fools. Emotional balance. They are the masters, all right, but you cannot go and show your aggressiveness on them. One shot they could have been silenced. But Vivekananda knew, they are the masters. Let them talk what they like, but they are fools. The other time, similar story, how the emotion is used again. Some other situation. When Vivekananda went out for refreshing himself, that walking stick that he used to have in India, they threw it out of the compartment. Englishman. Train is moving again. Swamiji comes and sees walking stick is missing. Then the train stopped in another station. Englishmen had left their caps, English hats. Vivekananda took it, put it out of the compartment. Meditation. Now they started agitating, showing their aggressiveness. You cheat, we will hand you to the police, you have stolen our hats. What hats? I did not steal. We know that you stole the hats. You cheat, you robber. Oh, your hats. Wait, they'll come back. They have gone in search of my stick. Fine. They have gone in search of my stick. Group dynamics, cooperation, how to lead and when to follow. This is where the conflict again in students' mind is there. And always, whenever there is a conflict between the heart and the mind, follow the heart. That is where the real conscience is, that real secret of your path is. Well, there are certain wonderful gifts which we are just now passing time for Dr. Abdul Kalam to come. Okay? Instead of allowing your emotions to go vary, we'll give you some small gifts for you. All were born like that. Problem starts after 13, 14. Okay. Where will the sensitivity go? Where that childlikeness go and childishness creeps in? The first gift that nature has given us is strength, physical, mental, moral, and spiritual. It is for us to utilize it and remember to call upon it when you need it. The second gift is beauty. Watch the picture carefully. It's a model for you. What matters most is how you see yourself. Look at yourself as a spiritual person, spiritual being, not just a human being, a spiritual being having human experiences. Well said. Not the other way around. We are a star born somewhere wrong, that's all. We are all stars, but we are born somewhere else. It is for us to trace our route and go back to the original place. Vivekananda knew this. He knew from where he has come, why he has come, when he has to go. So that inner beauty will show you the light. The third gift, watch the picture carefully. Courage. Let not the barks of the puppies frighten you, not even the thunderbolts of heaven. Stand up and walk like a lion. But what are we doing? A little emotion, little difficulty here and there. Oh, Swami, oh, this happened, that happened, and suicide rate is increasing. Is that what Indian youth are born for? So that is where the difference comes. The fourth gift is compassion. May you be gentle with yourself and others. May you forgive those who hurt you and yourself when you make mistakes. To err is human, to forgive is divine. That divine spark is in each one of us. Whether it's your personal mistake or the mistake of your family, of your friends, etc. Find out the solution for it. Compassion is not for weak people. Compassion is for the strong people. It's not a weak emotion. That's why Buddha says, your mind should be like water. So expansive. And when you take a dagger, buy a sharpest dagger in the market, go and stab that water. What happens? There will be a splash. But afterward the water goes and hugs the dagger. In the water, there is movement of dagger is less. You can't move so quickly. The water hugs it. And you have to become like butter. Butter. And where is butter? Hidden in milk. But how does butter come? Convert that milk into curds. And in the quiet morning, churn it. The butter comes. Gandhiji says, like butter coming from milk, leaders should come from the Indian youth of India, he says. Gandhiji's vision. Like butter coming from milk, leaders should come from the Indian youth. The fifth gift is hope. Through each passage and season, may you trust the goodness of life. The sixth gift is joy. May it keep your heart open and filled with light. Joy, again, mind you, it's not just enjoyment. It is that infinite bliss, that continuous breeze that comes inside you. Always it's there. It cannot be purchased. It cannot be borrowed. It is yours. Your birthright is a child of joy. What are you searching for? Joy. And it's only pleasure that you are searching, not joy. In the name of enjoyment, in the name of having fun, I always make the fun that boys and girls are not enjoying. They are killjoying. You don't enjoy at all. It's only pleasure of the tongue, pleasure of the body for you. The real enjoyment is taking a back seat. So, but the inner gift is there. What did Buddha say? Suddenly he started jumping in joy. Gautama became Buddha after realization. He started jumping in joy. That is real Anandam. The seventh gift is talent. May you discover your own special abilities and contribute them toward a better world. Not to stop. The eighth gift is imagination. See the picture carefully. Where is the man watering the tree? He's pouring water at the root of the tree. He's not pouring on the leaves and branches. We need to water the root of the tree. The emotions are there. The subconscious mind is there. Yesterday I said, successful men are positive. Positive men are successful because they deliberately feed their mind with positive thoughts, positive visuals, positive things. And association is positive. So imagination, my dear friends, leads you to visualization by practice. Imagination is outline. Visualization is filling it with colors. In meditation, what did I tell? Visualize. First imagine you are entering into your heart, which is like a temple, and there visualize the form of God. When you close your eyes, Krishna's form should come. When you close your eyes, Shiva in meditation should come. When you close your eyes, a Vivekananda's picture should come into your heart. Visualize. In first stage, it won't come. You are not habituated. So many other stars will come. So imagination leads to visualization, and continue there another 1 week, 10 days. Visualization leads to higher concentration. Mind will be there, concentration will be increasing, and concentration will lead to meditation. Okay? And continue there. Meditation leads to realization. But the root is imagination. Imagination, visualization, concentration, meditation, and takes you to higher realization. The ninth gift is reverence. And what is reverence? A prayerful form of respect. Looking God in man is reverence. Not just respect him as an officer or as a clerk or as a PO manager, etc. No, that is byproducts. But you are revering him. Heart of hearts, you offer a flower to him. You look God in man. That is the gift that we have. But we have reduced it only with just a mutual fancy respect. Go a little higher. Expand your mind a little more by meditation, by study and association. Reverence will come. Let it be a broomstick. Let it be a broomstick. You have to respect it. You have to revere it. A broomstick helps you to clean. In Indian tradition, it is a symbol of Lakshmi, that which cleans. Once Holy Mother Sharda Devi was sitting in her room. One of her niece, her niece was sweeping her room with a broomstick, completed cleaning, picked up the dust, and to the shock and surprise of mother, she took that broomstick and threw it in the corner. She threw it. Ah! Holy Mother shouted in pain. Ah! What have you done? Give it maximum respect. That mother who was always in meditation and joy was found being hurt by throwing a broomstick. How many of us do that? We throw it. Our slippers or this and that. Respect the broomstick. Small things. Great people do the small things as if it is the highest. The 10th gift is wisdom. Guiding your way, wisdom will lead you through knowledge to understanding. May you hear its soft voice. Anil Gupta pointed out yesterday, if you have observed carefully, converting knowledge into reality. Knowledge into action. How will action come unless you understand it? Knowledge is gnana. Wisdom is vignana. Everybody studies science, but a few become scientists. Everybody listens music. Few become musicians. Everybody plays cricket, but only one or two go up in the ladder. Why? They have converted. They have utilized their emotions for higher goals. The 11th gift is love. Each time it will grow, you give it away. In the mind, sarvastaratu durgani, sarvo bhadrani pashyatu. think of the good of others. It's an emotion. It comes back to you rebounding in many ways than one. Then the last gift that we have is faith. May you believe. Faith again comes back to the first one, which is called Shraddha. Shraddha is translated as faith. Believe in yourself, believe in God, believe in the country. 5 kinds of faith are important. The first faith is yourself. The second faith in the subject that which you are studying. The third faith is the institution in which you go. The fourth faith is your parents. The fifth faith is the nation. Above all, circling all of them is the divine. When you have all this, it's always yours there. What did I say in the beginning? It is an act of faith. A gift that nature has given us. 12 gifts. Keep it in mind, think over it, and start building your personality, your resources, your career in that line. 1 or 2 questions we can take before we get the signal, and 5 minutes. Yeah, 1 or 2 questions. Anybody, just random, you can pick up. Anyway, I want the full screen. Just an example of willpower to you.
For thousands of children and adults throughout the country. He enjoys sharing the positive perspectives and the realities of growing up with his disability, cerebral palsy, and has always been steadfastly positive in the face of adversity.
You've all heard the phrase, nobody's perfect. A disability is certainly not life's mistake, but it is an avenue by which we can learn more about ourselves and how other people perceive us. Now, I was born with what I call the special ability, cerebral palsy, so that I could first have a unique perspective from a person who faces challenging odds. I then would have the opportunity to share this positivity with people who need optimism in their lives. Now, it had always been my dream, my single dream since for as long as I can remember, to one day be able to stand up and to walk. This is a dream come true. Thank you. Thank you. During our time together, I want to share with you some experiences that helped me reach this goal of walking. Because from what I have seen, So many people have disabilities in their mind. If we want to improve our lives, we can't see where we need work. In schools, there's bullying and teasing, which translates later on to a lack of diversity on college campuses. And in the workplace, we find discrimination and even a lack of cultural sensitivity there. All right? And these problems can be tackled head on by sharing experiences that help people realize their goals. And the 3 ingredients that are needed are motivation, a dream, and a winning attitude. And together, if you have all 3 ingredients, you can then realize your goal. And so many people I have encountered have negative attitudes. And I realize that is going to become their biggest disability in life. However, if you learn to embrace a positive attitude and enjoy interacting with others, you have the power to dream about your future and also build upon that dream.
Well, I have a question. If you find that you are not interested in doing some work, yet you have to do it, what are you supposed to do? Well, you are supposed to do. One thing that's very important, that's something that I always share with youngsters is, please pursue your interests. Try to accomplish your dreams. But as I was just making a reference to, you must always be ready to face the reality. Whether I like or not, if I end up with something that I should do, one thing that I request all of you to do is accept and do. If you still can't do, quit. In fact, I must tell you, I started my career as a banker. I started working for Canara Bank. I finished my training for 4 months. And immediately after the training, I decided I must quit. Because I was only adding, subtracting, occasionally multiplying. It was basically day in and day out, adding, subtracting. Somebody deposits money, you add. Somebody withdraws money, you deduct. And give the balance. Nothing else. And then you enter that in the passbook. I was fed up. Just after 4 months, I gave up that job. I wanted to be a teacher. Then I spoke to my professor and I asked him for his advice. He said, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. He said, you have the ability to convince or to confuse. So you can become a teacher. So that's how I became a teacher. After teaching for about 2 decades, I thought I must once again switch over to training, and I just switched over because I was not enjoying teaching, conventional teaching anymore. That's it. So my request to all of you is, if you have a passion, you can't do it, you quit, do something else. But without having a plan, without having the abilities, without sharpening the skills to do something, don't quit. Otherwise, I'm sure, your parents will target me. So be careful about it. You must accept reality. And there is one more question. How emotional stability should be? Shall we close? Okay. Thank you very much. For want of time, we are closing. Thank you.